My dear students, welcome to DM Pannade Classes YouTube channel. Now we will discuss about first chapter, relations and functions. Relations and functions. In this chapter, we will study different types of relations and functions, composition of functions, invertible functions and binary operation. Here in this chapter, in your annual examination, total 11 marks asked on this chapter. 1 mark one question plus 2 mark one question plus 3 mark one question plus 5 mark one question. Total 11 mark. In this chapter, the first concept is types of relations. In this section, we would like to study different types of relations. Here, we consider a relation R. In a set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, given by the relation R is equal to flower bracket ordered pair AB such that A minus B is equal to 10. This is the empty set. Because we consider A is equal to and B is equal to. We consider A is equal to and B is equal to some numbers. These numbers belongs to given set A. Then put A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2. Then after simplification we get minus 1, which is not equal to 10. This means this shows that this is the empty set, as no pair of AB satisfy the condition AB minus A minus B is equal to 0. Because of this, this R is empty set. Here we consider another relation on same set. A is equal to 1, 2, 3. R dash is equal to flower bracket ordered pair AB such that modulus of A minus B, which is greater than or equal to 0. Is the whole set A cross A, as all pairs AB in A cross B satisfying modulus of A minus B greater than or equal to 0. Because of this, this relation R dash is a universal relation. These two extreme examples lead us to the following definition. Empty relation and universal relation. Empty relation and universal relation. Okay. If so, what is meant by empty relation? A relation R in a set A is called empty relation if no element of A is related to any element of A. That is, R is equal to empty set, which is subset of A cross A. This is the definition for empty relation. Next, universal relation. A relation R in a set A is called universal relation if each element of A is related to every element of A. This is the definition for universal relation. that is R is equal to A cross A. Okay, here we know that the definition for Cartesian product of two non-empty sets. Sometime both the empty relation and universal relations are called trivial relation. Trivial relation. Trivial relation. Okay, this is the definition for empty relation and universal relation. Empty relation and universal relation. Okay, here now we will discuss one of the most important relation which plays an significant role in mathematics is an equivalence relation. To study equivalence relation, we first consider three types of relations, namely reflexive, symmetric and transitive. If so, what is meant by reflexive? What is meant by reflexive, symmetric and transitive? Okay, a relation R in a set A is called reflexive if ordered pair A belongs to R for every A belongs to A, small a belongs to A. This is definition for a reflexive relation. Second one, symmetric. If A1, A2 belongs to R, implies that A2, A1 belongs to R. A2, A1 belongs to R. For all A1, A2 belongs to given set A. This definition for symmetric. And third one, transitive. If A1, A2 belongs to R and A2, A3 belongs to R, implies that A1, A3 belongs to R for all A1, A2 belongs to given set A. This is the definition for transitive. Once again, a relation R in a set A is called reflexive. The given relation R is reflexive if must be A belongs to R for every A belongs to A, and suppose R is symmetric, it must be A1, A2 belongs to R, implies that A2, A1 belongs to R for all A1, A2 belongs to given set A. Then R is called symmetric. And third one, transitive. If A1, A2 belongs to R and A2, A3 belongs to R, implies that A1, A3 belongs to R for all A1, A2 belongs to given set A. Suppose the relation R in a set A is said to be equivalence relation if R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. My dear students, the given relation R is an equivalence relation. That relation satisfying the definitions reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay. This is some information about equivalence relation and what is meant by reflexive and what is meant by symmetric and what is meant by transitive. Here we consider okay. Next we consider some examples. Let T be a set of all triangles in a plane with relation R in a T is given by R is equal to flower bracket T1 T2 such that T1 is congruent to T2. Show that R is an equivalence relation. We know that suppose R is equivalence relation, R must be reflexive, and symmetric, and transitive. Okay, and transitive. Solution: R is reflexive since every triangle is congruent to itself, or T1 belongs to R. T1 belongs to R as T1 is congruent to T2. Sorry, T1 is congruent to T1. Because of this, R is reflexive. Okay, R is reflexive. Next, further T1 T2 belongs to R because T1 is congruent to T2, implies that T2 is congruent to T1. Because of this, T1 T2 belongs to R. Hence R is symmetric. My dear students, we know that the definition for symmetric, we consider the relation R in a set A is said to be symmetric. A1 A2 belongs to R implies that A2 A1 belongs to R. For all A1 A2 belongs to given set A. This is definition for symmetric. By using that definition to prove R is symmetric. Moreover, T1 T2 belongs to R because T1 is congruent to T2, and T2 T3 belongs to R. T2 T3 belongs to R because T2 is congruent to T3, implies that T1 is congruent to T3. Because of this, T1 T3 belongs to R. Therefore, R is an equivalence relation. Next, we consider one more example. Let L be the set of all lines in a plane, and R be the relation in capital L defined as R is equal to flower bracket ordered pair L1 L2. L1 is perpendicular to L2. Show that R is symmetric but neither reflexive nor symmetric. My dear students, R is only symmetric but not reflexive and not transitive. Okay. Next, solution: R is reflexive. As a line L1 cannot be perpendicular to itself. Because of this, R is not reflexive. That is, L1 does not belongs to R. L1 does not belongs to R. Because of this, R is not reflexive. Okay. Next, R is symmetric. As L1 L2 belongs to R. Okay. By using this figure, my dear students, okay, this is L1 line and this is L2 line and this is L3 line. L1 L2 belongs to R because this L1 is perpendicular to L2, perpendicular to L2. Okay, this L1 is perpendicular to L2 because of L1 L2 belongs to R. Because of this, L1 is perpendicular to L2. Similarly, L2 is perpendicular to L1. L2 is perpendicular to L1. L2 is perpendicular to L1. Because of this, L2 L1 belongs to capital R. Therefore, R is symmetric. R is symmetric. Okay. Next, to prove R is not a transitive. R is not a transitive. R is not transitive. L1 is perpendicular to L2, which is true because this L1 is perpendicular to L2, and L2 is perpendicular to L3, and this is perpendicular to L3. Okay, L2 is perpendicular to L3. Because of this, L2, L3 belongs to R. Then L1 can never be perpendicular to L3. Here, my dear students, please observe this figure. L1 can never be perpendicular to L3, but L1 is parallel to L3. But the given condition is like this: L1 is perpendicular to L2. Therefore, L1 L2 belongs to R, L2 L3 belongs to R, but L1 L3 does not belongs to R, because as L1 is not perpendicular to L3. Because of this, R is not transitive. R is not transitive. Okay. Hence, R is symmetric, but neither reflexive nor transitive. Okay. Next, move on to example number 4. Next example. Show that the relation R in the set 1, 2, 3 given by R is equal to flower bracket ordered pair 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3 is reflexive, but neither symmetric nor transitive. My dear students, R is a reflexive, but not symmetric, but not transitive. Okay, solution. R is reflexive because 1, 1 belongs to R, 1, 1 belongs to R, 2, 2 belongs to R, and 3, 3 belongs to R, or 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 lie in capital R. Because of this, R is reflexive. Okay. Also, R is not symmetric because 1, 2 belongs to R. Okay, 1, 2 lie in R. 1, 2 lie in R, but 2, 1 does not belongs to R. Okay, we know that the definition for symmetric. Okay, A1, A2 belongs to R implies that A2, A1 is also belongs to R, then R is symmetric, otherwise R is not symmetric. Okay. By using that definition, 1, 2 belongs to R, but 2, 1 does not belongs to R. Because of this, R is not symmetric. R is not symmetric. Okay. Similarly, we prove R is not a transitive. Okay. 1, 2 belongs to R, 2, 3 belongs to R, but 1, 3 does not belongs to R. 1, 3 does not belongs to R. Because of this, R is not transitive. R is not transitive. Okay. Next, move on to next example. Show that the relation R in the set Z of integers given by R is equal to flower bracket ordered pair AB such that 2 divides A minus B, 2 divides A minus B is an equivalence relation. My dear students, we know that the definition for equivalence relation, equivalence relation, R must be reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay. Next solution. In this case, our aim is to show that R is equivalence relation. Okay, first one, R is reflexive. R is reflexive because as 2 divides A minus A for all A belongs to Z. We consider A is equal to any integer, A belongs to Z, any integer, then satisfying this condition. Okay, here we consider 1 1 belongs to R. 1 comma 1 belongs to R as 1 minus 1 is equal to what? 0. Satisfying this condition, 1 minus 1 0. 2 divides 0. 2 divides 0. Okay, because of this, R is reflexive. Okay, R is reflexive. Further, AB belongs to R, then 2 divides A minus B. Again, we consider A is equal to B is equal to some integers. Then after simplification, we get that one number. That number is divisible by 2. Okay, therefore, 2 divides B minus A. 2 divides B minus A. Hence, BA belongs to R. We show that R is symmetric. My dear students, we prove by using particular values of A and B. These values, that values belongs to Z. Then after simplification, one number, that number satisfying this condition, 2 divides A minus B. Okay. Next, similarly, we prove R is transitive. Okay. Next, we consider AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then A minus B and B minus C are divisible by 2. Now, okay, here we consider now A minus C is equal to, A is equal to what? A minus B, or A minus B plus B minus C. Okay, here we must be adjusted by using minus B and plus B. Okay, minus B and plus B get cancelled, we get again what? A minus C. Okay, here A minus B plus B minus C is even. Okay, so A minus B is divisible by 2. Okay, here this shows that R is transitive. Therefore, R is equivalence relation because R must be reflexive, symmetric and transitive. R must be transitive. Because of this, R is equivalence relation. Okay. Thank you for watching this video.